Just a minute. Is it okay, Ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else joined? Four can join on StreamYard, and how many of them are there now? Let me check. And oh, one more. Sharwani is there, and oh, myself. Okay. Okay, then. All other remaining will be joining on
They
YouTube,
are
right?
going to join in YouTube, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay. So thank you very much, friends, for joining me today on this live stream YouTube also, along with StreamYard Live. I once again thank Upendra sir and his team and Priyanka online today. Thank you very much for inviting me today again to this session. I also thank Sharwani to take up the task of coordinating if there is any problem or something like that. And I welcome all the student friends to this live discussion on selling and negotiation skills part 4. This is masterclass. And I also request and invite all the friends who have actually joined live stream on YouTube today. Thank you and welcome. Let's proceed. This session is exclusively on the process of conversation, how the negotiation process across the table between the salesperson and the prospective customer takes place. So we have been talking about for the last 3 sessions, we have been talking about the introductory aspect of selling and negotiation skills, and how the things would go right or wrong if something goes wrong on the discussion table. So let us now proceed further on the sales negotiation, a detailed approach, because I'm just going into the last unit of your syllabus, sales and selling and negotiation skills. So as per the syllabus, I'm going ahead. So this again, what we have already discussed can be repeated, because we are going into a very systematic and elaborate analysis of sales negotiation process. So we just consider sales negotiation is sometimes difficult, in the sense that if you do not take care of the entire scenario and understand the prospect in detail, customer in detail, it would be quite disadvantageous for you to sit on the table, across the table, to discuss with the prospective customer. So there should be a purposeful dialogue. The first would be the strategic decision is a planned and a purposeful dialogue and conversation where both parties aim to understand each other's needs and constraints is said to be very, very important. The second aspect, as you know, that this conversation table, negotiation table, involves the key stakeholders from the selling organization, maybe sales representatives or account managers in case of advertising agency or whatever, and the buying organization, like the procurement officers, to procure materials, or decision makers sitting to finalize the deal from the buyer side. And the end result of this any sales negotiation should be an agreement. The goal is to reach a mutual understanding and agreement that meets the objective of both the parties. And please note the underlying objective of this negotiation is there should be a mutual benefit. Nobody should lose when compared to that of the others. So it ensures that both the buyer and seller gain value from the transaction. That's why we say it fosters a win win situation. Let's go ahead. Why this all fuss about this negotiation? We have already said. In closing deals, normally we need to finalize transactions because securing business deals is of paramount importance from the seller's point of view, right? That means converting prospects into customers. I have already told you what is a suspect, who is a suspect, and who is a prospect. Suspect is a person who is not intended to participate in a conversation and may not be interested in the final deal. So we don't want to take up suspects for conversations. You can intelligently decide who is a prospect and who is a suspect. So we involve only prospects. Again, all prospects cannot be converted into customers unless otherwise you have a very what I should say a skillful approach of handling the negotiation table. So that's what we mean. It's up to you to tackle the prospect and convert him or her into a customer. And there will be a lot of things, doubts in the mind of the customers and all. So the negotiation table helps in addressing and mitigating any objections raised, concerns, etc. So on closing deals, one is finalizing the transactions. Number two is overcoming any objections or concerns of the buyer. The second important aspect here is we are building long term relationships. It's not a one time affair, as a matter of fact. So, in the negotiation process, the sales organization, the representative, or whoever he is, first has to aim for building trust and rapport. And it happens only through successful negotiations minded. And all the successful negotiations often lead to a very stronger relationship and bondage between the customer organization and the sales organization. It's something like a trust and mutual respect of both the parties. And we have said it is a long term relationship, meaning that we can aim at repeat businesses. Definitely. A positive negotiation, a proactive negotiation, understanding the customer's organization, experiences, customer experiences and objections, concerns, etc., can lead to customer loyalty and repeat purchases. Definitely. Then, another important aspect of this crystal clear scientific process of negotiation is ensuring mutual satisfaction. And we have already said earlier, we are for win win outcomes. Nobody is losing, nobody is gaining at the cost of somebody we're not interested to gain. And it is the likelihood of future cooperation among the different parties in the process. And customer satisfaction is at the top of it. Because a satisfied customer is more likely to provide positive referrals and testimonials. It has often been said that satisfied customers are the best advertising medium. So, in order to ensure mutual satisfaction and over the negotiation table, the first one is to aim at win win outcomes, and the second is to aim at customer satisfaction. And then, what is the strategic advantage you have on very careful approach of handling these negotiations. First one would be a skilled negotiation can differentiate your company from that of the other competitors. So definitely you can gain a competitive edge, a competitive advantage, because you demonstrate value and flexibility in handling conversations, negotiations with the probable customers and prospects. Definitely you are going to gain when compared to that of the competitors. That means the buyer organization and buyers will be coming to you for finalizing the deal because you have an edge over your competitors. And the second one is that it allows a company to adapt to the different market conditions, because you will be researching out the market conditions and you'll be studying the customers' concerns. And as such, you are perfectly adaptable to the client needs, customers' needs very effectively. The second advantage you have, strategic advantage, that you're able to adapt to the changed market scenarios. Let's examine these essential aspects when we talk about importance of a professional negotiation approach. Let's take an example. Imagine a company selling an enterprise software system. During a sales negotiation, let's take step by step approach what we have discussed. Number one is strategic discussion. The sales person on behalf of the company discusses the excuse me, the client's current software challenges and needs. The second, mutual benefit. They propose the the sales team propose a customized solution. That means, the customer has their own problems in the process of handling the product, especially here in the case of enterprise software. So you provide a customized solution that not only meets the client's needs but also showcases the software's unique advantages. If you can spell out the unique advantage of your software, provided that you can aim at providing a customized solution to the prospect. And the third one, of course, a salesperson addresses the client's concerns effectively about a lot of things like about integration costs and payment terms, etc. Then there's a possibility for you to close the deal. So closing deals also is made possible provided that you can answer all clients' concerns. The concerns would be about integration of this software into the existing system, what they have, and what are the costs involved. And if you can also talk in terms of after sale support that they are going to get and all that. So the fourth one would be building relationships. As I've already told you this, the salesperson builds trust by negotiating with the prospect, and of course ensuring satisfaction, because you're getting into the problem solving approach of the client, by suggesting the support systems that you're supposed to provide to the client company when they want to take the software package from your side, from your company. So the salesperson secures a sale and meets the targets. Look at what the things mean now. Let us examine. In the earlier sessions, I have already told you that we discussed something about important phases. Now, this session, part 4 of this master class, is about a very detailed analysis, because your unit 5 indicates a crystal clear, detailed analysis of different phases of professional sales negotiation approach. So let's examine what are the detailed phases. The first one is you should be getting ready to negotiate. So without any homework, you will make a very sorry state of affairs on the negotiation table. You have to cut a very sorry figure and you will be incapacitated suddenly if you do not do any sort of pre-negotiation exercise or homework. What is done is pre-negotiation. Let's look at the objectives of this pre-negotiation stage. The first one is research and preparation. A thorough research and preparation is very essential. Means that you gather detailed information about the prospective client, their needs, and the potential objections. This includes the market research, competitor analysis, and understanding the client's business environment very, very clearly. This homework is called as research and preparatory phase. The second important aspect in pre-negotiation phase is to set clear goals and limits. Define what you want to achieve from this negotiation phase, including the minimum acceptable terms and the ideal outcomes. You have to answer clearly, at least estimate, I mean to say. What is that you're going to gain out of this? You're spending maybe 1 or 2 hours over this the constructive dialogue that takes place over negotiation table as such. So you need to set the clear goals and limits. You should not go beyond a particular thing, because if you recognize the fact that it is an unproductive call, then you need to self manage yourself on the strategies that to avoid unnecessary confrontations from the customer and leave. Or if you can think that it is a productive call and we can make it, you need to strategize, set clear goals, handled so that we can convert them into the convert that prospect into customer. If you're convinced, then plan the negotiation strategy.
Excuse
What are
me,
the
sir.
key points to emphasize? Yeah, please.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Yeah,
యూట్యూబ్ లైవ్
yeah,
ఆన్ అయినట్లేదు సార్, ఒకసారి చూస్తారా?
ఏంటమ్మా?
యూట్యూబ్ లో లైవ్ సెషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవ్వలేదు సార్,
హలో,
ఒకసారి అది చెక్. యూట్యూబ్ లో లైవ్ సెషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవ్వలేదు సార్, ఒకసారి
అవ్వలేదా?
అది చెక్ చేయండి సార్.
ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఏది చెక్ చేసుకున్నారు మీరు?
ఇప్పుడు మనం యూట్యూబ్ లింక్ ద్వారా జాయిన్ అవుతాం కదా సార్, సో అక్కడ
అవునవును.
లైవ్ క్లాస్ అనేది స్టార్ట్ అవ్వలేదు సార్. వెయిటింగ్ ఫర్ సార్ టు స్టార్ట్ అని చెప్పొచ్చింది సార్.
లింక్ లింక్ కరెక్ట్. 2 లింక్స్ ఇచ్చాను కదా నేను. అదే లేటెస్ట్ లింక్ ఇచ్చాను ఉపేంద్ర సార్‌కి.
సార్ మరి నిన్న సరే ఫార్వర్డ్ చేశారు సార్ గ్రూప్ లో. ఆ లింక్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ అవ్వలేదు సార్ సెషన్.
ఓహ్! ఒక్క నిమిషం. ఇంకొక లింక్ ఇవ్వనా? జస్ట్ ఎ మినిట్.
ఎస్ సార్.
మరి ఇందాకే చెప్పలేదు నాకు?
అంటే సార్ ఆ ప్రాబ్లం ఓన్లీ 1% ఉందనుకున్నాం సార్. మిగతా అటెండర్స్ కూడా సేమ్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉందని చెప్పేసరికి ఇప్పుడు ఇంటిమేట్ చేస్తున్నాం సార్.
ఓహ్ గాడ్! మళ్ళీ స్ట్రీమ్ ఎండ్ చేసి రావాలి మళ్ళీ నేను. ఇంకో దానికి రావాలి. అది ట్రై చేద్దాం అది. జస్ట్ ఒక టెంపరరీ. ఓకేనమ్మా?
ఎస్ సార్, ఇఫ్ పాసిబుల్ ట్రై చేద్దాం సార్.
లెట్ మీ చెక్. అదర్వైజ్ మళ్ళీ వెనక్కొద్దాం.
ఓకే సార్.